Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode of Friday Night Explorer, we're going to explore some Harmless Offering. So this time, we're going to offer our opponent our Demonic Pact. So we made a pact with a demon, and then we're going to give that pact to our opponent and the demon will kill him. That doesn't seem fair, but that is how magic works. So the idea is that we're going to give our opponent either our Demonic Pact or our Greedy Gambit. And then every turn, they have to sack a creature, drop a card, and lose 2 life, or they just lose the game. So losing the game is pretty good for me against my opponent, right? So that's what I want them to. I don't know how English works. Losing the game for my opponent is pretty good for me. That's what I meant to say. Now, on the other side of that, in order for all of this to work, we need a lot of mana. Luckily, for black decks, we have a lot of mana in the form of treasures generated by Greedy Freebooter and Shambling Ghast. So yeah, that's how this deck works. We're going to play 4 Greedy Freebooter, 4 Shambling Ghast, and then sacrifice them to 2 Village Rites and 4 Deadly Dispute. That way we get a lot of treasure and we get a lot of card draw out of the deck. Now, to back that up, we have 4 Coveted Falcon and just 1 Harmless Offering to give the back cards to our opponent. The back cards being 4 Greedy Gambit and 4 Demonic Pact. Where is it going? 4 Demonic Pact, like this. Now, of course, in order for this to work, in order for our mana, card draw, and then offering their pack to work, we have to have some sort of removal. So we're going to have 4 Fatal Push to kill our opponent's creatures, 4 Thoughtseize to hand disrupt our opponent, and 2 Drown in a Loch for removal / counter spell. Drown in a Loch is actually really good in this kind of deck where we don't have to go very tall, but we just got to make sure our opponent doesn't disrupt our play. Of course, Harmless Offering is red. We got no red mana in the deck. How do we do that? Well, we got a lot of treasures. That's for one. And the other way to do that is Beseech the Mirror. So we can Beseech the Mirror, which is kind of like a fetch spell, right? I'm just going to put this here, like this. Beseech the Mirror is kind of like a fetch spell where we can sacrifice a treasure, right? And we can sacrifice a treasure for bargain. If our Harmless Offering is not in play, we can, get it out that way. Or we can Beseech the Mirror, sack our Greedy Gambit, give our opponent the Demonic Pact by searching out Harmless Offering. That also works. But it doesn't work that often, so there's only 1 Beseech the Mirror in the deck. When I first started this deck, I wanted to try out 4, but of course that doesn't work. Then I cut it down to 3, then 2, and finally 1. I got the the fine-tuned deck that has 1 Harmless Offering and 1 Beseech the Mirror. This deck is not Rakdos. This deck is barely even Dimir. It's mostly mono black, as you can see for most of the cards in the deck. So what about the mana? So in the mana side, we have 1 island, 1 Otawara, 1 swamp, 1 Takenuma, 4 Clearwater pathway, 4 Darkslick Shores, 4 Shipwreck Marsh, 2 Undercity Sewers, and 4 Watery Grave. If you look at the total number of lands, only 22 lands, because we're very fast, sort of a combo-y type of deck, right? We get our mana from the treasures, not from the lands. And that's really all we're going to do. It's a very simple deck, but also deadly. So that's really my fast intro for today. Now let's go into the games. All right, our opponent is Devil O-L-L-L. The Devil goes O-L-L-L. Freebooter. I do have 4 lands. I can probably try to do something with it. I don't know. Start with a Freebooter. I'm not going to Beseech into a card. They're red. Deadly Dispute's pretty good. I'm going to use it to block. I'm not going to use it to attack. But they're probably just going to trample over. Let's see if they counter this. Phantom Interference? Alright. That's fine. I still get my treasure. I still get my Shambling Ghast. So I'll keep putting the Shambling Ghast. Facing against a counterspell is a deck. That's weird. I'm pretty sure it's a... Well, I want to say I'm pretty sure it's a Phoenix deck, but now I'm not really certain. Here, let's get more greedy. Don't think they have exiles. You're gonna make a Mirrors? You can make a Mirrors. Can't block with it. Not gonna attack with it either. Drown the Loch isn't not gonna do anything right now, right? Yeah, it's controller's graveyard. He's got nothing in his graveyard. He's gonna Mirrors again. Don't think he's gonna win this race. He's gonna turn a den on. No, it attacks. Give me a treasure, please. Oh boy, not having lands really hurt. He's got one card in the graveyard. I can't really do anything with that. Guess I'll Beseech the Freebooter. No. I'm gonna Beseech the Ghast, right? So guess I'll attack with the Ghast first. What am I gonna get out here? So I'm pretty sure whatever I play, it's going to die. Oh no, the bargain is on a treasure. That's not very good. I can't bargain a treasure. What am I thinking of? Why did I think I can bargain off these? Alright, let's... Greed's Gambit. Will he counter Greed's Gambit? Let's wait till he blinks. I don't need to blink. He's gonna blink. I think his hand is just full of counter spells. Just kind of eerie, right? Like, is it counterspell deck? I don't know how many of those are around. Guess we'll play a Greed's Gambit. Are you gonna let this happen? He does let it happen. Blue, black, I don't think it matters for this turn. So I gotta sack a creature. Well, first I'm gonna attack. Fire Impulse. So yeah, it is. I don't know why he shot up a Fiery Impulse. I lose 2 life. Gotta discard a card. I do like my land. Did I just discard another Greed's Gambit? And I sack my Ghast. Get another treasure. Treasures are important. Gonna make a Mirrors token. Spikes. That's not very good. Why is he using all of that right now? Just a filter. Just a filter. I mean, if he wants to get me with like just the 1/1s, he's got another thing coming. I have 9 mana. This costs 9 mana. If he taps out, I can get him. If he doesn't tap out, I can't do the 9 mana thing. I gotta throw one Greed's Gambit at him and hope that it sticks for a while before I get the second one. Jeez. Alright, he's got 3. Mana value of... Is mana value 5 or 3? I can't actually tell. Okay, I've only destroyed. Okay. I'm just trying to think about if I can counter it or not. Jeez. Alright, our opponent is Cheesy Poof 99. Or 999. It's a lot of cheesies. Opponent goes first. We have nothing. Just absolutely nothing. Just 2 fatal pushes. Alright. Let's do it. That's the wrong side, but it didn't matter there. We'll still start with these. Spectral Sailor. Push. Before he gets to untap and pump it or something. Don't need another push, right? We'll have to enter tapped. Alright. I'm not gonna hide the Falcon right now, so I can't do anything. That seems fun. You're not gonna play anything? Well, I'm not gonna play anything if you're not gonna play anything. Black. Rattle Chain. Push. Lofty Denial. Oh, I can't Lofty Denial that, huh? Well, I gotta put it on full control. Let that hit the graveyard. And then destroy your chain. There you go. Am I still in full control? No. Mausoleum Wanderer now. Toss sees you. Portable hole, Lofty Denial. Let's see if he counters this. Doesn't counter it. Gotta discard a card. Exactly. That's fine, he can double portable hole me if he wants. What does this do? Counter target instant sorcery spell. He might counter this. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna have to sack a creature and then discard a card. Discard my Gambit. Sack my Ghast. -1 on your Mausoleum Wanderer. I play a Ghast. I play my Deadly Dispute, sacking this. Treasure, please. Quelcher. Does it exile the spell? Alright. I'll have to discard it, so might as well sack it right now. Double Falcon. Discard a Falcon. Let's see what he can get on his top deck. There was a stick, so it's not an instant, I think. At least I don't think it's an instant. Could be a spirit. There's another spell quelcher. I'll be so mad if it is. Rattle chain. Okay. You can give that hexproof, that's fine. We'll turn this face up. You can have this. Do I want to draw 2 cards? Don't really need all this land, right? Giving him lands doesn't hurt me too much or at all. Whenever turn face up, what else does it do? Whenever it attacks, gain control of a permanent. Give him treasure. What can he do with the treasure? I want to draw 2 cards. I think he's gonna kill my Falcon. Drew a land there, unfortunately. He's gonna discard the card if he doesn't play it. He's also gonna have to sack a creature. Aha! GG. You got gifted. Alright, our opponent is Flingatog. Nice deck. Old school player with a Flingatog. One Beseech, 2 Demonic Pact. Jesus. Alright, let's see it. I have play, so I don't think I need a sewer turn 1, right? Maybe Shambling Ghast turn 1 is better. What am I even going to Beseech into? I don't have anything to sack. I could sack. I mean, how does this work? So I can sack the Demonic Pact to the Beseech if I need to. That's something. If our opponent is a counterspell heavy deck, we're kind of screwed anyways. Again. I mean, can we fight a red deck though with 2 Demonic Pacts? Like deal 4 damage, gain 4 life, discard 2 cards, draw 2 cards, then I lose the game. Okay, our opponent's not in the game. We'll play Shambling Ghast, turn 1. If they're elf, I might be able to remove it if I draw a sacrifice ability. That's the only reason why I played the Shambling Ghast turn 1. Okay, so if I have a sacrifice ability, do I kill a land war elf? No, it didn't matter. It's a swamp. If we're gonna play a swamp, I'm just gonna play a sewer. Sure. Don't think they're gonna bother with the Shambling Ghast. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna bother. So, okay, I'm gonna just attack first. I can play a Coveted Falcon, right? Then he kill it, then I Demonic Pact, then I Demonic Pact again, and then I Beseech the Mirror to donate the dying Demonic Pact. This is force him to have plays every turn, right? Is there any turn 3 play I'm that particularly scared of? Let's get this down. I don't really need it. It's nice. It's nice to have, but I don't really need it right now. It could do its thing. Let's see if our opponent does their thing. I mean, they got 2 mana, right? So it's go for the throw. They're not gonna go for the throw the Shambling Ghast. That would be dumb. They're not gonna go for the throw my Night Mohawk, whatever it's called, the Coveted Falcon. So it's well disguised. Can't kill it. You can take his whole next turn to kill it, but that gives me the turn to Demonic Pact, which will be great. Fatal Push the Gas. Not expect that at all. Thanks for the treasure. Does it untap when I get it back? Permanent you own but don't control. It does not untap. So I am, if I have 6 mana next turn, not the Demonic Pact, but if I draw the Greedy Gambit, I can get it and bring it back. Liliana, oh boy. Alright. So that's a good top deck.
Suspicious is going on. For once it's not my fault. Sacrifices must be made.
That could be a reason to not play what I played. But you gotta play it on the edge, right? If he thought sees me here, I'm kinda screwed. Actually no. I'm still good. I can definitely just get another Falcon. But Thoughtseize will hurt a lot. If he used the Lily Plus, Shieldred, okay, that's fine. Use the Lily Plus.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Gotta discard the Darkslick Shores. So, I think I deal 4 damage, right? What am I at? Can I last long enough? Deal 4 damage to Liliana. I do want to draw 2 cards, but drawing cards is really scary here. And what am I going to do? Beseech? I'm going to Beseech to give the Demonic Pact to my opponent.
Oh, that's my cue to leave.
Alright, I could definitely Beseech to give the pact to my opponent, right? Can I survive long enough? Yeah, I cannot. So I'm still dead to a Thoughtseize. Sign in Blood draws 2 cards. So you get a Thoughtseize. Graveyard Trespasser, that's okay. 7 damage a turn is a lot, but it's not the end of the world. Alright. Let us... You discard 2 cards. And then... we'll deal 4 damage to Graveyard Trespasser. Discard our Darkslick Shores. Ooh, we'll get a Fatal Push too. Alright, that's GG. Let's see. Gotta make sure I know we're trying to sack, right? Let them draw the 2 cards. Bargain. I'll sack this. This way we can get out our Harmless Offering. Hello opponent. You can have this pack. You can draw cards next turn with it too. It's so good. It's so good. I cannot imagine how good it is. Alright, have some card draw. Enjoy it with your Waste Not deck. Maybe you should have flinged the talk at me. Eh? Opponent? Do you have a destroy target enchantment? Oh man, if they do, I am so out. Oh, a Shieldred. Okay. No, I lose 2 life. GG. Goodbye. Alright, our opponent is Chien Bears. Opponent goes first. Wouldn't be the first time. Another. How the heck do I keep facing these kind of deck even in Explorer? It's Do I put a Freebooter? It blocks and it doesn't do anything, right? Drown in the Loch. It's a removal. I need removals. They go first, so I think the game is already over. Play with fire. To the top. You're gonna play with fire again. Light of the stage. For 2 cards that he cannot play. Alright. On black. There's 2 cards in the graveyard. I'll take that 1 damage. That's gonna be 3 extra damage, right? That's what's scary about it. I guess I have to remove. Come on, won't let me remove this. Festivities? Okay. That's to, you know, turn on the skewers, probably. I'm at 10. Not a lot of life. Let's get greedy. Maybe the Grease Gambit can give me the life back. Gonna have to hope for that. I need to draw a Falcon soon, right? Otherwise the Grease Gambit's not even gonna give me enough life. Bone Crusher Giant, okay. That's a fantastic play for me, a terrible play for our opponent. Sack this. I'm gonna get so much. Shambling Ghast. No, don't think I need the gas anymore here. I draw 2 cards, Village Rite and another Demonic Pact. And another Grease Gambit, so I don't want to lose the game. I do get a Falcon. Good. It's important to get that Falcon, right? I will drop a Watery Grave. And sack one of these. Not quite dead. And the Falcon's gonna give him a lot of stuff. I need a lot of mana for that too, so that's kind of the hard part, but maybe I just give him 1. If he rages, this will kill it. I don't really need the bats. Okay, so 5 mana gives them the Grease Gambit. I draw 1 card. I don't lose the life, and then he has to discard, right? Or I play another Grease Gambit. I mean, if I play another Grease Gambit, it's too greedy, right? It's going to take me to. I gain 2 this turn instead of 6. How important is that to gain 2 instead of 6? Then I had to discard 2 cards. But he has to sack 2 creatures. Let's not get too greedy. Let's turn this face up. You're gonna have this. Have a card. I will not attack. I will end turn. I have a lot of card draw, right? The Demonic Pacts are technically card draws. Village Rites are definitely card draws. Now you gotta discard a card. There's only so many cards you can have. Ooh, a Talkin' Numa. I can only bring back a Freebooter from that, so I don't want that. Let's go for the 2-1 attack first. Okay, I can't attack with the Coveted Falcon or it will just die. It'll give me back my Grease Gambit. I don't want that. So, all right, GG. You terrible mono red player with the 2 lands. All right, our opponent is Chief Keef. We're gonna go first. Okay. Terrible hand, but we are going first. What deck are you? Oh, another Soaring Vein Ripper deck. There's 2 Soaring in his hand. Why the fuck is there 2 Soaring in his hand? Wow. I was not expecting that. Gotta hold up drowning a Loch, but I'm not sure if I drown anything. I didn't play a land this turn, so would he not block? Oh, he will block. Yep, doesn't block, free damage. Village rights, create a treasure, 2 lands. Let me toss these you again, yeah? There's too many Soarings in your hand, and it bothered me. Have to take 3 here, but something else might happen later. Now I'm just out drawn in a Loch. Darkslick Shores. He knows I have a drown, but is he really gonna play around that? Smuggler Copter. If I don't let him have a creature, you can't really use this. But you have man creatures, right? This is a very good card. It loots. So we gotta get rid of that. Shambling Ghast. He can kill this if he wants. It's gonna give me more treasure. I like the fly sound. Fable? As good of a draw as you can get. Top deck. That was all of my counter spells. I draw 2 cards. Alright. I can draw 3 cards here. Yeah. This better fills out the mana next turn for the Falcon. Okay. Let's put a, tapped, right? Tapped. Gonna pitch. Maybe he'll get the Vein Ripper and Soaring combo. Maybe he'll get Thoughtseize. He'll get Duress, not Thoughtseize. Duress doesn't hit the Falcon. Does he have Thoughtseize too? Doesn't have Thoughtseize. He's about to get got. Turn your face up immediately. You can have a Grease Gambit. That's all I'm gonna give you. Should I give him a bat too? I'll give him a bat too. Oh, you're gonna leave? Your little Soaring combo didn't pan out? You freaking loser. Alright, our opponent is Banded. Banded goes first. We got Village Rights, Disputes. Can't use them on anything. Nice hand. Aren't there like 8 of these in the deck? How can I draw it? Seriously, why do I keep drawing the Shipwreck Marsh? That's the only tap land in the deck. I keep drawing it. Alright, well, what do I put away? Keep 6. I put away Drown the Loch. I don't have enough time for Drown the Loch, I think. Do I have enough time for Thoughtseize? I don't think so either, right? Like, I don't. That avatar looks red, but this doesn't look red, so I don't know. Maybe I do keep Thoughtseize and put back a Freebooter. This is a treasure anyways, and I scry, so put back a Ghast. Green black. They're gonna Thoughtseize me right away. Are they gonna take my Thoughtseize? I mean, if you don't take my Thoughtseize, you have to take the Dispute. I don't know what he would take here. It's a decision. Take my Freebooter? Alright, I guess he's not afraid of this Thoughtseize. Prosperous Ink, I take that. Innkeeper out, he's got nothing. Do they have a creature to play? Never, didn't have it. Now I can crew it and attack. Oh boy. Alright. There's the loot. An exile. Prosperous Innkeeper. This is an Amalia deck, right? Was a Smuggler Copter, nevertheless. I mean, I should have done this first. I could have drawn a Fatal Push. I didn't draw a Fatal Push. Think you'll have removal for the Demonic Pact? It's a pretty big pack, right? This is going to take some time to actually trigger off. And in the meantime, he's going to lose a lot for it. Lovestruck Beast. Do I kill it? I lose my counterspell if I try to kill it, right? What am I taking next turn? I'm going to deal 4 damage and gain 4 life. I'm not drawing cards. I need to draw on the Loch to do something, so I might as well do it right now. I want him to discard. Choose user this game. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Deals 4 damage, gain 4 life. I draw 2 cards. Can he deal enough damage to me next turn? I don't think so. We discard 2 cards. Force his hand first. Obliterator. That's interesting. Well, not much of a choice here. Wow, no lands. This Demonic Pact is probably not hitting off. I got blockers. Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Is that last card removal? Just attacks. Even with the Innkeeper? I can kill the Innkeeper. Not with the 1/1, huh? I'm not even gonna kill the Innkeeper. I'll take your 1. What's the next thing you want to do? Ah. Beseech. Okay. What do you want to get out of that? Dossies? This is deck run Dossies? I think it Dossies me turn 1, right? Let's see if that's what he wants to take. Oh, Obliterator. That's not very good. Let me draw 2 cards. Now let me draw 2 cards. The cards are important here. Dossies. I do have a Fatal Push. So if I Deadly Dispute a 2/1, I can Fatal Push the Obliterator. But I do need to do this first. If I do this first, I do draw cards, but then what? I guess we'll Deadly Dispute. I have to Deadly Dispute this turn. Okay, I give him 2 cards. Right? It's not enough. Let's put in full control mode. I don't know how this works. So what if I don't attack and I end turn, and I'll have to discard my Dossies, sack this. That gets me a doesn't end the turn, right? So there's a Fatal Push on the Obliterator. There, I get an extra turn for this. Cool. GG. You can't do anything here. Am I still in full control mode? I never took it out of full control, but I don't know how this coding works. I'll go to pass. We block here. 1 blocker. Sack this. Gives me some cards. He didn't drop Dossies. That would have been the best card. But he doesn't know that. You lose the game. 4 damage on your Prosperous Innkeeper. He must be thinking, well, how is he supposed to win? So, here's how I'm supposed to win. I hide this. Then I unhide this. GG, you're gonna have both of those and you die next turn on the Demonic Pact. Yeah, mid-range is no match against this deck. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen all of those games, how did you feel? Well, I gotta say, this deck performed better than I thought it would, but I had very low expectations. Explorer is insane. Now, I don't have fun playing Explorer almost ever because the metagame is just Soaring. It's just Soaring Vampire and sometimes Amalia, but mostly that's what I see, right? If the meta shapes down to 1 of 3 or 4 decks, that means the format is dead. That's what happened to Legacy. That's what happened to Modern. The format is dead. It's basically for really competitive people who only will net deck the top tier decks and only play those. And there's no room for creating, you know, janky, wonky decks like this, like we do in EDH. So Explorer used to be, you know, Pioneer used to be a, you know, format where it's competitive, but you can kind of come up with your own decks. The card pool is big, but the combos are not too fine-tuned. Now everyone's running the same type of decks, and it's a lot less. I'm not gonna ramble on too much, but this deck did win a lot. They win a lot because of the way the synergy works, and also the sustainability of Greed's Gambit and Demonic Pact to help us gain life, then not die that fast. Now, there are some things I can say about this deck that I do want to tune a little bit more. So, Demonic Pact 4-offs, it's too much. A lot of times I get Demonic Pact stranded in my hand and I can't do anything with them. So I do think cutting 2 Demonic Pacts and putting in Village Rites could help. Another thing that I did think about tuning is if I cut 2 Demonic Pacts and don't put in more Village Rites, maybe I put in 2 more Drown in Loch, maybe I put in White Leyline. Because this deck, right, it does get disrupted by discard synergy. So if our opponent thought sees us, oh, that's going to be very painful. So White Leyline, it does stop our opponent from thought seizing us, which is important. If we have White Leyline out, then they can't thought seize us, and then we can Coveted Falcon them on the turn that we need to kill them with. Unless they counter Coveted Falcon, there's no way to stop it from happening. On the other side of that, there's another thing that I really want to talk about in terms of how we can get this whole deck to work, right? So there's no counterspell, it's just White Leyline, and we need to give them the Greed's Gambit. So whenever, or not Greed's Gambit, Demonic Pact. So whenever we draw Demonic Pact or Greed's Gambit, slam it. This is something that I learned. Don't hold back until you have the whole combo, just slam it. If you can't win, at least you put up a fight. If you just hold back and you want to go greedy, that's not how it works with Greed's Gambit, even though it's in the name. So what would happen is that you'll die with these life-gaining cards in your hand. You don't want that to happen. Basically, you can think of Greed's Gambit as a 4 mana, gain 4 life, create 2 1/1s, and you know, that's not that bad, right? Create and draw 2 cards. That's not that bad. And even then, you can kind of choose the card you want to discard and choose the card you want to sacrifice. All that kind of works with this whole deck. So yeah, I really like this deck, and I really hope that I can fine tune it a bit more. But it is a deck that I enjoy playing because our opponent don't see it coming. It's the good old Illusion of Grandeur combo. Also, don't forget, there's a lot of black source in this deck, so I think I can cut down Island, and then also cut down the Shipwreck Marsh and just put in Swamps. A lot of times the tap lands hurt me, so just Swamps probably will work. Really, that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.